We don't have to come up with everything ourselves, right?
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, at this point in the game, there's really nothing that you can make that hasn't been made in some kind of way. You know, back when Beethoven was doing his thing, he never imagined Led Zeppelin to come out and, you know, or Jimi Hendrix for that matter, to be going crazy on a guitar like that. MF Doom was one of the main reasons I started making beats. You know, sometime in the future, there will be people talking about us and being like, yeah, you know, I grew up listening to Stoic, I grew up listening to Quietfire. Like, that is the goal.
Yeah.
We got to keep that in mind.
This magic of hearing back, you know,
Yes.
what you just did. It's like, what?
The way I measure it, the way I measure music, and it's, you know, almost impossible to measure because it's completely subjective, but that feeling that it gives you, really the best way I could describe it is I like using pretty sounds, like stuff that is just like, it just sounds nice on your ears.
It's my ear, you know, it's being able to hear how things can kind of go together in a pleasant and interesting way.
I say it all the time, like there's millions of producers with so much more technical ability than I am that can, you know, make drum patterns 10 times the speed or play something on guitar so much better and cleaner, whatever. But I think what I bring to the table is myself. And I think that is like the constant between musicians is just like, no, you in each beat, you're giving your experiences and your ear, and it really is just you. Like what makes you you is what makes your sound unique, I think. I could play a guitar riff, you know, one way, and then I could play it and like my face is like this. Feels better, it sounds better. Just from the face, that's like a note like that. I think the most powerful thing about music and making music for me is the mood it could put you into.
It's so interesting how like there's so many ways you could do something. You know, if somebody's going to paint a sunset, there's 50 ways to paint the sunset, or like 50 shades of orange you could use and the type of line you could make. It's like the same thing with music. It's a different journey for everybody.
Definitely, yeah. You put your stuff out there and people decide what happens to it. I think that's nice. No one's going to shoot you. No one's going to kill you if you put out a bad beat. I put out hundreds of terrible beats when I started. You know, you get some bad comments, but like at the end of the day, it's just going to make you better anyway. If you want it to be your job, you have to treat it like your job and not like a hobby. And that means putting the time in when you don't want to. You know, a lot of music stems from inspiration, and that's great, but you can't only be making music when you're inspired if this is something you want to do full time. Consistency is it's not even key, it's king. Really what I found is just like not giving up. If you're able to outlast everyone else in a sense, that it's impossible not to succeed at some point. A lot of people think that, oh, once I get this song with this person, you know, I'm going to be set, I'm going to be happy. But you'll never actually feel content until you learn to like enjoy the journey. If there's any young producers that are listening to this that want to make this their job, production, and, you know, want to make music for a living, it's very possible. Put in the work and you can make it happen.